It has been a very, very busy weekend. Would you say, Coach?
Man, I 100% agree with you. I'm
And
just not coming out the road from running around right now.
I think the best thing about having a very productive and busy weekend, the last weekend of July, it's called Let's Get It All In, whether it be a concert criticism or a great series. It's a matter of getting all those things in and having fun. I think I'm ready to have fun, and Bella's ready to have fun.
Well, let me
What's
tell you
up?
something.
Let's go. Let's go, Bella.
I ain't have fun today, girl. I messed around and jumped on my doggone email that you're going to go crazy about. Yahoo done told me I'm over my limit. They're going to shut me down in a few weeks. So I said, man, ain't no way in the world. Let me tell you, you ain't going to believe how many emails I got. 400,000. Guess how many I got unread?
You got over 100,000 unread emails?
Try about 300.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is not the views and thoughts of Coach Tony is not necessarily those of Pure Lighthouse Media and its affiliates, including this show, Interludes Extra Presents Talk on Tuesdays, which is getting ready to get started right about now. Another edition of Interludes Extra Presents Talk on Tuesday with me, your host, Val the Voice, and of course, my sidekick on Tuesday. Coach Tony is in the building. We're so excited to have you guys here.
I'm riding in the little seat. I'm sitting down here like Laurel and Hardy.
I don't know if you're doing all of that.
Man, I've dated myself too. Val, people don't know who the hell is Laurel and Hardy.
Oh my goodness. But anyway, Interludes Extra Presents Talk on Tuesdays with the book, A DJ Saved My Life. It is the personal memoir as well as the ABCs of starting your own podcast. You guys can get going with that. Visit our store for the print copy, ebook, or merch. I love talking about the merch at purelightHousemedia.com. And of course, I picked a picture, Coach, where I look very, very studious. I was going for studious.
Yeah, I thought you was in the library. That was good.
And then, of course, our affiliate sponsor is KeySpot. Share, connect, and grow. If you have a small business, please visit keyspot.app.com/free so you could find out how you can market your small business or big business on the KeySpot app. And of course, Cynthia McAllister is a friend to the show, and she designed the brand new website. Well, it's not so brand new, but it is what it is. And of course, Ashley, who is a member, he's a member of our Patreon family. Thanks so much, Ashley. But of course, you guys can go over and find out some tips and tricks. I'm adding more stuff. I'm doing what I can to entertain you all behind the scenes. I think I just posted one of our behind the scenes that we did with one of the coaches from the Pull Up Podcast show. I had to cut it because you guys started talking Kappa. So I was like, okay, let me stop this right now. We don't want to talk too much.
You cut the wrong part. That's the problem. You cut the wrong part.
gotta cut that part out.
But it's so funny too, Val. I just lost the train of thought. Let you know you're getting older around here, But I was
that was Coach Scotty. That was Scotty, Coach Scotty.
Yeah. But I wasn't even talking about. I had a thought. You had made a comment earlier, and I was going to say. But also, I want to let everybody know that Coach is working on his house track. Bam. And when I get it done, we're about 50 to 60% complete right now. We got the track laid. We got the hook in. We're working on a couple of things, but it's It's going to be a banger. And we're going to drop it live on the Tuesday night show of Interludes because it's the entertainment.
It'll be wonderful. And of course, Mr. Springer is saying, hey, Val, the voice, and Coach T. It's a wonderful thing. All right, we'll keep that energy going because, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to say happy birthday to Coach Tony. Oh, but before we do that, if you haven't done so as of right now, please go to IG. It is the Pull Up Podcast Show. And you can scan the QR code and see some of the wonderful posts that both myself and Coach have been putting on his Instagram. That's right. Get the Instagram going. That's what I'm talking about. So it is at the Pull Up Podcast Show, and you can go ahead and check it out now. It is birthday time.
Man,
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. I forgot about this. Ooh. Speaker T, who is a fan of the show. It is called the Live Generous in-person event, Prayer Breakfast for Champions. Coach T will be in person. This is August 29th, 30th, and 31st, which is Labor Day weekend. And of course, we're excited that Pastor Dr. Anthony D. Shannon, he's hosting it. And of course, myself and Coach, we are part of it. We'll be there he'll be talking about the Pull Up Podcast Show. And then, of course, I'll be talking about, I have my flyer too, but I forgot to bring it up. But it's all about Coach Tony because now it's time for birthday. It's birthday time. Birthday. It's birthday.
Man, he better come on, put that time for the percolator on. What?
Because of copyright, we are no longer allowed to play any music like Stevie Wonder, 50 Cents, or any of those songs. So happy birthday shouts go out to Coach Tony.
30, man. 30. I'm glad getting them in. Birthday on the 30th. You know what I mean?
I know. So people are putting it in the chat, getting their birthday cheer on. And of course, you are July birthday. You are July birthday, and your birthday is July 30th. Is that correct?
Let me tell you something. His birthday is tomorrow. Let me tell you how ironic it is, Val. I leave out of basketball practice tonight, finish talking to my players. I get in my car. This is where I know I got to play the lottery the rest of the week. I get in my car, cut the engine on, and guess what time the clock said it is?
It said it was 7:30, your birth date.
It says 7:30. No, not 7:30, 7:30. Right?
How you saying that?
7:30. That's 7:30. That is
7:30. Okay, that's what was happening.
Man, I was like, this is too crazy because I'm like, man, the B-Day is tomorrow, but for the clock to tell me it's already 7:30 right now, I'm like, man, that's a telltale sign. So tomorrow's going to be good regardless of the fact nobody's pissing me off tomorrow.
No, don't allow any of that to happen. It is your day. As one of my friends, Audrey, says, it's not your birthday, it's my birthday. It's not about you, it's all about me. So make sure that you say that.
For you already. Happy birthday, girl. Appreciate you.
That's right. So could you let me know what your Cash App is so we can go ahead and place it in the chat if you want to show my Cash App there. I want to know some birthday love to Coach Tony is just like the same as on my Twitter and Instagram. It is $Chillman7. That's with 3 L's in it, Val. CHILLLMAN, the number 7. $Chillman7. So appreciate love. You guys, right. If we want to show some birthday love to Coach Tony, I say go ahead. If you have Cash App, go ahead and send him some love. And if some people don't like Cash App, they think, oh no, Lord have mercy. No, we're not doing that.
I've been using Cash App for 7 years.
We might do Zelle. But they might do Zelle. You might want to have them do Zelle. So do you have Zelle?
I don't have Zelle. I got Cash App because I got it for a reason. But I've been using Cash. I heard a lot of this stuff. People say this and never had it. Knock on wood. Been having Cash App now, Val, since like 2019. I use it for my basketball program. Absolutely love it. It keeps track of all my memoirs, my parents' information. Everything goes in and out. At the end of the year, itemizes everything I got to do. So I've never had a problem. So never went away from it.
Okay. So you're going to go ahead and make
Jay,
sure that
Team
you
Leo, you
do.
already know, man. Throw the mails up, man. Like Jay said, his birthday, Jay's birthday coming right behind mine this week, Val. I think his is tomorrow. And so and then my sister's is
Oh,
Friday. So
so
Jay's
Coach
birthday is tomorrow. My
Jay.
sister's birthday is Friday.
Oh my gosh, Coach Jay. Well, happy birthday to you as well. I didn't know it was your birthday.
Yeah, that's why I'm
Early
even on
birthday.
it like that. And Jay Val didn't tell you on that Breakfast of Champion, we're gonna be in the D.
Yeah, and Jay corrected you. His birthday is actually August 4th. And then I think, Coach Mr. Springer, his birthday, I believe, is either August 6th. It's
Yeah,
in
he told
August.
me. Yeah, he was right there. I think
Yeah,
it's.
he told
I
you
think
what he
it's.
told us
Yeah,
when his birthday is.
mhm.
Exactly. So
Oh,
we
I love
we
it.
want to we want to
Leos,
keep
man.
that's right.
Hey,
And
I'm jumping on the ones and twos next weekend. K
you
Springer, Jay,
are?
Floss in Nashville. I'm throwing a little party, man. I throw the turntables out and do a little something.
That is so cool. I love it. And of course,
DJ my own
over
part.
DJ your own party. Now, over the weekend, friend to the show, Princess, her birthday was yesterday, July
Okay.
28th. So she's a part of the Leos, as you
There
all
you
like to
go,
call it. And of
man.
course, I wanted to make sure that I wished her. I went by her house, and her bestie, the light-skinned dude, that's we call him Mr. Grump, but it's whatever. That's Tony. He made
Tony
he
Thompson.
did all of the food, barbecued shrimp, crab, and he made chicken for folks like me that couldn't have it. The
Man, he
other
get out
gentleman
like
with
me,
the red.
sound like.
Exactly. And look at the grandbaby Nunu looking up at him. We had
No, like
we
what?
had birthday cake. We had birthday cookie.
Okay, that's okay too. Everybody don't eat them cakes. I don't do cakes. I do cupcakes. To tell the truth, I'm a red velvet. I don't know if y'all
Exactly.
listen. Like, I'm a red velvet.
Red velvet. Oh, correction. Mr. Springer says his birthday is August 2nd. So we're gonna
Okay,
send you
that's what it
some
was. I knew it was right there because I
August
knew
2nd.
so that's right, because his birthday the same day as my sister's August 2nd, which is Friday.
Mhm.
Saturday.
August 2nd. So of course, so Princess is a friend to the show, and of course we've done some things. So that's me in the middle with her. I was like, let's get some birthday love. And her husband is right there, Eric Hoy. He's such a dear. And our high school buddy, Tamara Crockett, CBS all up and through the house right now. So
Yeah,
we're just excited that you guys did that. But yeah, just happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. So
hey
we
man,
wanted to make sure
Morgan
that we
Park
had
always send a little love to the V. Y'all down 87. We good. Just
exactly.
don't come up Vince. That's all. We good.
I don't, but see, keep in mind, there's a lot of people that's tuning in that don't know nothing about the Chicago regional things that be happening regarding the thing.
You
I don't
got your
know.
ears on tonight. I'm telling you, tune in.
So wait, let me make sure I put this back up. So the Cash App, get some love to Coach Tony. Send $5, send $10, whatever you want. But just go ahead and shower some love onto our coach. We had a really good show on yesterday. Coach brought me in to do a little hosting of co-hosting of the pull up podcast show. Do you know, as of right now, or when I looked, it's over 150 views.
And you know something? You know who was on last night?
Who was on last night?
I get to practice tonight, and my girl say, "Coach, I watched the show last night." I'm like, "Get out of here!" They like, "Yeah, you were talking football." I'm like, what? Y'all was watching the show?
Really?
Hey, man, the coach is coming up. I'm like Tom Brady in the pocket. I'm just calm and cool. You know what I mean? So I try to do this. Keep needing you guys to continue to tune in to the pull up, because I'm telling you, I'm about to hit you with some bangers over the head. We got some big guests. I am working on right now, Val, the first Black football player to play at the University of Ole Miss in Mississippi.
Wow.
1971. So that's going to be a story. And I gave you guys last night my for promotional purposes only, my college football national championship game, which will be the Texas Longhorns versus the Penn State Nittany Lions. That's what I'm rolling.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, like I said, so this is just a couple of scenes from our show from yesterday. And of course, I have to always make sure that I am educated when it comes to what Coach is going to talk about. But for myself, I feel very confident with the WNBA. That was a part of our conversation on yesterday. But definitely, Coach, I'm going to need some more education about football and how all of the all of the things work regarding the leagues. Because in my mind, I'm just thinking NCAA, and you're like, no, there's Big Ten, there's over here, there's that. So I'm like, I need an education.
Yeah, like when you asked me about Texas, like what school? I'm like, Texas.
Exactly.
Hey, you know who called me on you this morning? Melissa. I said, I gotta get Val in your class, your women's.
I need
class.
a class. Melissa, we love.
What happened? What just happened? Sports, right? That's what it's all about. She teaching the women about the football side. You better get with Melissa.
I love it. So I am so excited about it all, and of course, we are so excited about it. Now, you know what? We're gonna.
He's checking in tonight. What's up, Chris? Got to send a shout out. Say, what's up, Unc? I got you,
Christine.
baby. Hey, you make sure
Christine
you be
is wishing you a happy birthday.
Yeah, I like that. And bring that and make sure you bring them ground beef tacos tomorrow.
Oh, are you gonna have tacos for your birthday?
Man, we're gonna do it all. We're gonna do some chicken, beef, steak. We're gonna do little tacos, some little margaritas, tequila.
Why do people love tequila? I think Princess got gifted with some Don Julio tequila.
Yeah, you finally said it right, because last night you said it wrong. Jay, she was like, Don Hucho. I was like, Don Hucho. I thought she was on Martin show. Let me get some of that Don Hucho. Don Hucho.
I don't know. I don't know, Coach. I'm trying to educate myself, but sometimes a girlfriend don't be knowing. Oh my goodness.
And then she's sipping slow versus sipping. She's sipping slow.
Oh my goodness. So I wanted to jump on this particular topic, because here's the thing. I am not with the Beehive. I follow the news like everybody else, but we did report number one when Beyonce released her album Cowboy Carter, because in my mind I'm thinking that was country. I didn't understand it, and I'm like, okay,
until it went number one.
And then and then I saw, and it aired on it streamed on Netflix, where she did a whole concert. And I think that was kind of testing the waters. Yep. And that aired during Thanksgiving, because I was in Omaha watching that with my cousins. And
I don't think it was a test of water. You know what I think? I do think it was a test of water. But I think it was not only a test of water. She was coming out the back of Taylor Swift. So I think she was saying, okay, Taylor got all the hype right now, right? Coming up off this big tour, world tour that smashed everything. And then she ended up at the Super Bowl with her mans in them. Then they get a ring. It's all about the Taylor Swift world. So I think Beyonce was like, okay, let me put some fillers out here. See what this is going to be like. Let me drop this little trilogy over here. Boom, boom, boom. See how many views, how many looks I get. But she keep forgetting she got the Beehive. So just like they got the Swifty Army, she got the Beehive. And I'm not in the hive, but I do collect the honey.
Oh my gosh. Well, here's the thing, because I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, this is, and thank you so much, Ashley. He's wishing Jay a happy birthday, as well as Mr. Springer Kevin, because they're both in Brooklyn giving love, and Christine is laughing at us. I don't know why she's laughing at us. And then Jay says that's why Val wasn't innocent in Vegas. Right. She had Don Julio, 1800, Bombay, Louis the 13th. I didn't have any of them people, any of them men.
Three of those, Jay, she'd have been laid out like that. She'd have been out like one.
No, I didn't have any of them men's. I celibate.
You had no men's. You had none of men's in them. You had none of men's.
I had no man's in them. I had the Lord. I had Jesus. Praise the Lord. Yes, I did.
Jay,
okay,
she's so let me get to this. She took a wine cooler and took her 2 days to drink it.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna need you to back up off of how I consume alcohol, which is every 4 to 5.
My sister, I got you back.
I'm sorry. When you have a hot flash after alcohol, you will stop drinking it too. Okay, here she is. Now, Beyonce, she she wrapped up her Cowboy Carter tour in Las Vegas of all places. Jay, thank you so much for mentioning Vegas, because that just
Val, when did she have a car incident where the car slipped out? That was where was that at?
That was in another city, and
Philly?
I can't confirm or deny that. I don't know. I have no clue. I'm just gonna roll with what I know. But okay. But yeah, so Cowboy Carter, there was a lot of people, especially some of my friends. I think even Bella put it in the chat. She went with a couple of her friends, spent some money, and saw her. I think she had a couple of dates in Atlanta. So I'm like, oh my goodness. All right, go you guys. And when she was here in Chicago, part of it got rained out, but Beyonce was so dedicated. She's like, no, this is going to happen. Yep. And she got started, and they was there in Soldier Field until about 1:00 in the morning. So
it was like what, a 2.5 hour tornado delay, wasn't it? Something like that.
It was yeah, because it rained.
They said she was delayed. They said she was at like 2:30 in the morning. That concert, it was like a 2 or 3 hour delay, and she waited it out. They showed on TV where people were down in Soldier Field on the pillars, waiting for the rain to come back out.
Yeah, because they, there's some folks that are
the cords and the microphones and all that. That's kind of dangerous, though.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me. But according to Billboard, Billboard.com, her Cowboy Carter tour was the biggest country tour in Billboard box score history.
Yeah, history. Half a bill. That's with a B. Half a billion. 485 million.
In just 3 months, literally in just 3 months. And she did 32 shows. But here's the thing. She did something that a lot of people don't do. She did multiple shows in the same city. I think Chicago, she did 3 dates. Atlanta was 3 days. Vegas was 2 or 3 days. And they said that it grossed over 407 million. And so 1.6 million tickets, making it that biggest grosses in box score history. And then if you combine her Renaissance tour, it broke the same record for R&B when it wrapped for 579.8 million in 2023.
We don't need to worry about the CMA, Beyonce. We got our own award for you, girl. So don't worry about all that. Matter of fact, Keith Urban and all them boys wishing they had that paper that you just got off that country tour. What?
And I think because Cowboy Carter did this, they at the final show, this is what the news was over the weekend. You had Kelly Rowland and you had Michelle. She came on in and they did probably maybe about 3 or 4 songs. It was short, but I felt like that was kind of a wink and a nod. Like people were like, are they gonna get back together? And are they gonna get back together? And I'm like, no, it's
the first time they performed though since 2019. So that was good.
It was good. It was good.
And they did the top 3 songs, and they still look good as hell. And it was in rhythm. They was kicking it. Bad. It was, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? They girls still got it.
But the fun thing about it, a lot of people were joking around that this wasn't the Beyonce tour. This was the Blue Ivy tour, because Blue Ivy, her daughter, really came out, danced a lot. I mean, I saw her go from being somewhat, I'm doing the movements, but not with conviction, to at the very end, in Cowboy Carter, she was really, moving around, her little arms and hair going. So I was like, all right, so isn't that weird?
If it's a Blue Ivy show, then what does that mean for Beyonce? What are you thinking?
No, here's what I'm thinking. That's the ultimate bring your daughter to work day situation, and it's a tour. And here's the thing: the best way I could watch over my daughter is just to have her right there. Hey, have her come right back to my dressing room. She, don't have her go nowhere else. She's gonna stay right here. And I don't think she's in school. She probably got homeschooled on the road. That's probably what happened with her. But that's really a cool thing. But
I see the opposite of that.
What do you say the opposite of that?
Because what you don't know is Blue Ivy's damn near got a following like the Kardashians. Blue Ivy kicking it. She got a hell of a following. And she's already getting homeschooled and everything. And I think that it was an opening for Beyonce. I think Beyonce now is going to fall back. What else you need to do with 450 mil, right? But you got to pay all your workers, you got to pay everything. But by the time you finish out, you okay. You know what I'm saying? You can get you some more blue ice. But I think that it put Blue Ivy on the spot, and now it gives Beyonce an opportunity to take a step back, focus on her daughter. And now it's time, these next few years, let her step in the spotlight and get this thing going, see what's going on. Because she even had a man's in them on there too. Jay-Z, he spit a couple bars, on some things. Kelly Rowland, they say that.
Sure did. He did.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 different acts of different people that showed up in different cities. And I think that's dope. And I especially like what she did. They said the cities that she went to, she worked out or looked and see what rap artists or what hip hop or what R&B artists was in those cities, and they open up. I think that is dope. So instead of carrying the same act to every city, man, she showed every city love. Man, that's why she got the Beehive.
Yeah, and this is her daughter, coming out. I think the young lady, Destiny's Child had just performed. And I think, I'm not playing the audio because I'm not trying to get in trouble.
Man, she already walking in Molly's stage. Look at that.
Right. So she comes out to Deja Vu. Yeah, she comes out to Deja Vu, and this is from Vegas, and I'm sitting here going, okay, where did those moves come from? So I forget, how old is she now?
She already 13, had them. She 14? She's in high school.
Yeah, she's high school age. Yeah, so I think she did a really wonderful job.
She looked like she's looking down at her daddy.
Well, I don't know about all that, but but I'm telling you, my entire feed was littered with shots, either of Beyonce and her husband, either Destiny's Child or this person right here. I am trying to stop sharing and it is not moving fast enough. Okay, here we go. Yes, so she did a really good job. And so I'm thinking, if Beyonce wants to fall back and wants to hand it off to her daughter, that could happen. That could happen. But like I said,
so it's going to be kind of interesting. And that's what kind of makes me mad. And I know you and I don't get into politics, but, the 47th has something to say on the negative side. But if those are watching me and listening to my voice, if you have not seen the Stephen Colbert reply on YouTube about that, did you see that, Val, where he took the Beyonce song?
The song "You Must Not Know About Me," or but
you must not know about me.
Yeah, and I think I think what's up with that is that the accusation, I believe, from 47 was that he was upset and saying that he's going to sue her because of the campaign money that was used to pay her, and it wasn't that at all.
Correct.
And the number was inflated to like 11 million. If I
it's so crazy,
according to CNN and a few other places.
Yeah, try to say it was more than the amount of money that you could donate to a campaign fund. No different than he trying to go out to Obama. Obama said, "Man, my name is Obama. So make sure you get it right." Get it right.
So here's the thing. The positive thing is that, and the news headliner is, Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour was the #1 country tour of 2025.
Now, how do you don't get awards then, Val?
Pardon me?
How do you not get, you're the #1 country tour in 2025 and you don't get one nomination in the country music sector?
With awards, they can come and go. However, if you have a large following, your husband and your children, do you need anything else? Possibly not. I'm just saying. So it's like, who's winning in this situation? Even with 47 saying something, let's just stay away from the negative.
I get it.
That's being very negative. Let's focus in on the positive.
I'm just saying, I get it. But when you look at these seniors, just like an athlete, right?
Exactly.
Charles Barkley got all the money in the world. He's the biggest name in the sports side between him and Shaq. But he wished he had one of the rings that Shaq got, right? At the end of the day. So when you're doing all that stuff like that, and what Beyonce is saying, hey, even Taylor Swift got a country award because she was country before she went pop, right?
But here's the thing: awards and some, and even though we cover some of the awards, the NAACP awards, the Oscar awards, Emmys, we sometimes cover those things as well. But when you talk to an artist, people that love what they do, like they live and breathe what they produce and what they create, if you never receive an award for it, it's not going to affect the art because you're not making let me make my point. You're not making the art for approval from your peers. It would be nice if you got that. Like, for example, I just found out, according to the Breakfast Club, Busta Rhymes is going to be getting a star on the Hall of Walk of Fame on Friday. I thought he already had a star, but he's going to get one. And so, but here's the thing. Has he won a bunch of Grammys and a bunch of awards? I don't know. But I think what it comes down to for any singer, any rap artist, any artist that's out there, filmmaker, whatever it is, if you are doing it for the love of creativity and you get a lot of love from your fans, it doesn't matter if you've never received an award. That's what I've heard with some of the best, Coach. I've heard that from some of the best.
But I agree with you on that. But again, if you're crossing genres and you're doing your best and you knocked it out of the ballpark, you was a basketball player and you decided, I'm going to play baseball, i.e. like Jordan did, and he happens to hit a home run. That is going to go down in his heart probably over top of every basketball accolade that he had, because that's going to be the one thing that was most difficult to do. And remember, I'm not saying that, that Beyonce is worried about it. I know she's not worried about it because she's going to keep doing what she's doing. But I'm just saying she decided to cross into a different genre. And so you always want to do your best. And we see that she's done her best. And we see that the country music people have followed her. So I'm just saying it's just a shame that you got to worry about an industry who can't award an artist for the things they've done when you see the people all behind them.
Yeah, but ultimately, it to me, it doesn't matter. And the criticism that's come out, the people that's talking about this, she's not paying attention to it. And
I got one question for you though.
None of us should pay it to just look, just go look. Squirrel, just look over here.
I got one question for you though.
What question you got for me?
Put that picture back up real quick.
Okay.
You just had them walking.
Okay. You know that was video. I can't do that.
I know. I'm just at the video you just playing.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
You're gonna say, run that back.
Okay. I'm trying to get it to a part here. Okay. So what are you about to say? I hope you ain't gonna say nothing crazy, but let's put it back up here. And let me let you in. We're 3 minutes over. I would like to go right to our review, but go ahead.
That's all good. I'm just saying these are my girls. I love them, and look at them. But I just want to know, it's my birthday. How, like in the words of Martin Lawrence, how can I get to the yams?
All right. On that note, we're going to go ahead and go for a break. We'll be right back with our review right after this.
Are you a small business owner looking to grow? Introducing the Key Spot mobile app. I'm Cynthia McAllister, owner of the IT company Quality SAP. Since 2016, we have been supporting small businesses and help them promote and share their businesses, services, and events across the country. KeySpot is more than just an app. We are a network providing community. KeySpot, connecting communities and supporting small businesses.
All right. So I was on the phone with Coach. Oh, no. It was after our show on yesterday, which was the Pull Up Podcast show. And so we were there. And so you were like, Val, we should, I said, have you heard about Washington Black? And you were like, Val, we should see it. We should watch it. I've already watched half the season or whatever. And I'm like, huh? So I think what we should do is to let people know let's do a preview of the film. I'm not the film, the series that's premiered. It just premiered on all episodes were released on Disney Plus and Hulu. Washington Black. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to it.
Some people are not what's a good word? Not a historian, or don't like to put themselves in historical perspective when they come to that. A lot of people turn things off like that. I've always been drawn to it, only because I had the opportunity, Val, to hang out with my great-great-grandmother, the last slave of my family, who lived to be 101 years old, died in 1991. I came out in 90. So, she was born in the late 1800s. So, I got an opportunity to see her, see what's on her back, hear the stories. I never forget the funniest thing ever happened. I was a kid, came home with a history book one day, and she was asking me, what was I reading? I told him, reading this history book about X, Y, and Z. She said, let me see the book real quick. And I walk over and gave her the book, Val. She slung it out in the yard. What you doing? You want to know some history? Sit down. Start breaking down the history of the neighborhood, history of the South, being an Alabama girl growing up, the real South. And it was touching. And after that, it kind of touched me. And as I went on in school, I focused a lot on history. And when I see movies like this and get an opportunity to kind of see, especially our people, how we got here, what really happened, because everybody got a story, right? And I'm always just trying to see every story that I can so I can see what story fits in the right perspective. And this movie was almost spot on, even though it stayed, characteristic to 2 or 3 characters.
I'm sorry, I'm having a little issue here. Let me make sure I do that again. Okay. And okay, great. Here we go. It is the Hulu limited series called Washington Black. Here we go.
Welcome to Halifax. Last stop on the Underground Railroad. Everybody step off with their own story. Boy, do I got one for you. Story about a young man and the boy he used to be.
Tell me your name.
George Washington Black.
How did you do that? That's a clever one, isn't he? You're going to be working with me from here on out. We must leave. Do you understand? It is time to fly.
Big fella come in on the ferry looking for a black man. George Washington Black.
We're both dreamers. Can't we dream up a different world? I've been passing as a white woman.
Your marriage to McGee is vital to our survival.
A young woman would burn down the world to find you.
Death can't frighten us.
He ain't gonna leave till the job is done. You are the job.
Surrender to no one.
Only way black folk gonna climb this mountain is if we pull each other along. This just ain't his story. It's our story.
I'm going to change the world.
And that's what you're gonna do.
I mean,
Powerful.
powerful. I was sitting here checking out the trailer to that, and I was thinking, was this shot before or during 2023, before or after the actors strike? I was just kind of wondering that, like, And so when Coach recommends something that he is watching and saying, Val, you need to check it out, that's when I sit up and pay attention, because in the same way that I get trained on sports, I believe I'm a decent trainer when it comes to recognizing good art and when it comes to good series. If you guys have, let me know in the chat. Let us know in the chat if you have seen the series Washington Black or if you heard of it, because it just dropped all of the episodes over the I want to say, yeah, on the 25th over the weekend. So let us know if you've seen this series. So Coach, let me know what you thought of. You saw the whole series. I'm all the way up to the last episode, and then I had to jump on. But what do you think? What are your thoughts?
And I just love the history. Some of it is, gets a little bit crazy, like when they fell off the cliff, and in the old, the white gentleman passed away and he survived. But what I like about it and what I loved about the movie, it's kind of like when you watch Roots, right? Those that are Alex Haley fans on here know what I'm talking about. And you saw Chicken George, but you saw flashes of them going back in the past, during the time that everything was going on. Oprah and Whoopi was growing up as young girls, older women, and the things that happened to them. And to see this young man coming from the UK, right? Coming from a situation of wealth, but they were just as prejudiced over there doing the things they were. But to live the story through his grown eyesight and rewind the film, how he got there was amazing, because you have to understand his journey and his plight to understand where he got to. And the most amazing thing, Val, was just funny because that part I know is true because I remember my grandma used to talk about that. If you was, as they consider, high yellow, which the young lady was, it could pass for a Caucasian versus, Black, then you had the best of both worlds, because you can hang out with us because you can say, wow, she's the lightest Black girl I've ever met, right? And they're going to accept her. But then she could also step away and make sure she's not hung, killed, or hurt. And but I thought that I love the way that character she played, stayed true to George Washington. And what a hell of a name, George Washington, but I'm Black.
You are cracking me up with that. I'm telling you. Now, let me make sure that I give a little backstory, according to The Guardian and a few others. Do you know who this young lady is, Coach?
Nope.
You have no idea? Oh, my gosh. So this is a Canadian award-winning artist. Let me see if I get her name right. E.C. Uga. Udug. Oh, yeah, I had.
Easy.
Yeah,
Adunya.
EC Aduya. Yeah, because I had practiced this before I got to this. So this novel was released in 2018, and she ended up winning some awards for the book Washington Black, and based in, because I was trying to figure out why part of this was in Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia is a part of Canada, and some history, even though this is a work of fiction, the book is, a lot of slaves came from the South, and I always let people know that the slave ships stopped in the Caribbean before they came to the Americas. So this worldwide, I want to call it, story goes from Nova Scotia to, it goes from the Barbados to Nova Scotia to Norfolk, Virginia, to London, to Antarctica. Like it covers all of this. And as you could see, this was Amazon's best book of the year in 2018. I love when Black artists, especially Black writers, get their novels converted into a series, because sometimes you can convert a book into a feature film, but then you lose a lot of the details and elements. I'm very grateful that she got a series versus it just being a straight film. You know what I'm saying? And Coach, I'm so sorry if I knocked you off stage, but did you just hear everything that I said?
No.
Yeah.
Because you
okay.
I continued on. I was talking about the young lady, and they didn't know I had a noose. I was like,
so I was saying that Amazon best book of the year 2018. That's what EC is known for. EC. I know how to pronounce her first name, EC. So this is so what did you this is the thing. This is weird. I think I want to read the book Now that I've seen the series, if that makes any
I
sense.
was
What
just
about
saying,
you?
I'm surprised that she didn't turn it into a stage play. Is what I said before you froze. I was
Oh,
surprised
okay.
she didn't turn it into a stage play, then into the movie. That's kind of like the sequel, what usually happens. And because you got to think she had enough time to work on it because the pandemic hit. So wasn't nobody doing Nathan, not nothing, but Nathan. Couldn't even move. I even saw the roaches playing cards in the corner one night. Like, hey man, give me a drink. And they
I
sitting down
don't
playing
really.
spades. But it was crazy.
Wait. I don't wait. Let me stop sharing here. I don't think roaches drink and smoke.
Oh
I
yeah, I
don't
seen
think.
them. They were smoking cigarettes, playing cards, and in Chicago and New York, it was the rats. You go downtown Chicago and downtown New York, I guarantee you, rat come up to you and ask you for $5.
Okay, and I'm putting that in my comedy routine today. Okay, that's EC. That's EC, the author, and then of course we have some very talented actors that's in this
The young boy was phenomenal.
Right. So let's do this. Sterling K. Brown, most noticeable, Mertwin. So he's also a producer on this, and of course you guys know him from Army Wives.
Yep. He was in the
Recently, what was that? What's the name of the film?
This Is Us.
This Is Us. Oh my gosh, This Is Us. You have Tom Ellis, Rupert Graves, Shawnette Renee Wilson. Now I got familiar with Shawnette Renee Wilson from Black Panther, and I'm watching her now in The Resident. Excellent actress. You have Tawana Jones, Rick Worthy, Julian Reed Tuitt, and then also I want to say Iola Evans. Now she's a young lady that plays Tiana, who is passing for white.
Right.
And then also the elder George Washington Black is portrayed by English actor English Kingsley Jr. I feel like this is his debut. I feel like I haven't seen him in a lot of other things before, but he's done he's done some things. He did War of the Worlds, and then a couple of things over in Great Britain, but he just got started. He only got like 4 or 5 credits to his name as I'm looking at it right now. And who's he? Yeah, and then the name of the young man who portrayed George Washington Black, the young Walsh, his name is Eddie Karanja. Yeah. So yeah, he sure did. And I'm like, this is a really jam-packed I want to call it cast. And I think Ashley in the chat said that he hasn't seen the unfortunately he has not. That's the reason why we review series, because we want to let you guys know this is probably something you guys should check out. Now, I want to make sure that I mention this young man, because let me take the banner away. Kumar De Los Reyes. A lot of people are thinking, well, I saw, if you watch the series at the very end of the second episode, I saw okay, this was done for you. And I was thinking, well, what happened to him? And then I was like, wait. I remember this actor. This actor was known for, he played from 1995 all the way to 2009 on a little soap opera called One Life to Live. And that's him he played the captain. He was only in episode 2.
Gangster movies.
Oh yeah, and then also he did a lot of voiceovers for what is that, the war game or something, the one that's real popular. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of those war games or whatever, and married, and so people were comparing.
Don't forget he was in All American, because they're All American.
Yeah, he was an All American too. Mm-hmm. So they were comparing his passing very similar to who is this? Chadwick, because he worked in pain from cancer. I think it was prostate, but I have to triple check. But the two of them, as both of us know, both died unfortunately from cancer. And I think in one of the last episodes that he appeared on what was All American, he did look weaker. But I was just thinking, what a talented actor, and I really paid attention to his portrayal. That's him with his wife Sherry Schwam, and that's him from he was on One Life to Live for decades. So, like I said, powerful performances. This feels weird because I'm thinking this series just got released, Tony, this weekend. So when did they shoot his scene? It had to have been in 2023 because I think
No, I'm gonna say it's in 22.
Okay, 22. Okay.
I'm gonna say it's probably 2022, give or take us. Because you got to look, nothing was moving in 19, 20, 21, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. They didn't give a damn what was going on. And SAG had problems, right? And then they had to come about it. They had scabs going out there just trying to fill in. So it wasn't until 23 people jumped back in, late 22, 23 people jumped back in really needing to work. So I think this is when this was completed during that time frame.
Okay. Yeah. So like I said, Kumar did such a great job. And like I said, he has a presence on screen, Puerto Rican, Cuban descent, and I've been a part of the American acting landscape since the early to mid 90s. And so it was just good to see him in this role. And like I said, if you haven't,
he was also in Daredevil as well, Born Again.
Yes, he was. He was in Daredevil. I forgot about that too. He's got a laundry list of things that he was doing. So like I said, just really, really, really talented. But the overall series, I want to say there might have been some things that I was really, he was also, Daredevil Born Again. Thank you so much for that, Kevin. I want to say there were some things that came up for me, realizing what time period this was, and I almost wanted to have a trauma like, oh Lord, it's going to go into the roots thing. Oh no, this other guy, he's slapping this other person. Oh no. And it kept going back to being hopeful. It kept generating the romance between the two main characters, Toonie, and then also George Washington Black. So that was constantly happening. And I see.
And to me, it was a little bit different than that. To me, it was a little different than that because I was looking on the part of hope, like you said, right? Because we know when our people was coming from Africa, they was coming out with hope. And what I liked about it is no matter who he bumped into, the brother on the boat who took to him, the other brother that was in the house took to him. It's kind of like he had a deference. He had a deference about him. Like when the older brothers met him, it's like his voice like spoke out and all that. And when you kind of go back, I think what I loved about it was that he was way before Amelia Earhart, right? So to me, it was the stamping of flight because he wanted to fly. He said that early on. And I think it was perfect to see that in the things he read about in books. Like he was so amazed when he saw the dolphins in the water and different things like that. He was going crazy when they was out, got by Teach's dad in Igloo. Like, man, they got a house out here made of ice? What? So it was just funny. But it's just to show you that the things that happen, it just go to show you he went through so much as a child and as a teenager to get to where he had to be as an adult and to live the scenes or the movie through his adult life was okay. But the flashbacks to how he got there on the run, stabbed, shot in the woods, beaten, drugged, hunted down, oh man, still got away. That was crazy. Like I thought that was amazing. He went in the water, to get in the scuba diving suit and an octopus saved him. You know what I mean? It's like, what?
Yeah. So was that a squid or octopus? I feel like that was
octopus. Yeah.
Okay. Octopus. Yeah, and it changed colors. They did the special effects where it changed colors.
and it picked him up, falls off a cliff. My man died, busts his head. Ain't nowhere in the world to damn. Hell no, ain't nobody survive that cliff, man. He over there spitting up water. Like, come on, man.
Okay,
What?
all right. Let's do this as a reminder. Now, Brown Sugar Cafe has let us know he's only on episode 3. I'm on episode 7.
Okay,
But I'm loving the show so far. What are you loving about it, Terrence? You could let us know in the chat. What are you loving about the show? I think what I'm most fascinated with is the tie to our ancestors. Just like that's spoken a lot. I had to look up one of the words, and I did like a deep dive, but I was thinking, I don't know what that word means, but it's a region of Africa that's still. He mentioned this to Barrington. He has this necklace that's around him, and it's from like a tribe in Africa, the Domage or something. I forgot what it was, what he called it. But then when I looked it up for real, I was like, oh, okay, that was it. It was a kingdom of, and then in 1975 they changed the name to a different country. But I, just whatever we did to hold on to, our ancestry, and then, Nova Scotia, they actually did shoot in Nova Scotia, but they also said that in Barbados, but they said that when they said it was West Virginia, they said it was still Nova Scotia. I guess they were trying to save on money. I don't know, but
hey, I don't blame
you don't blame them?
Yeah, I don't blame them, man. We cutting corners. You got to remember, it was still back during the pandemic, man. We ain't cutting corners. We cutting corners. We gonna cut that corner.
We gonna cut the corner.
We're gonna cut the corner like Mars. We're gonna cut the corner. But I'm gonna give you one thing.
What you got?
That was what you just said a moment ago. That was when I say spot on, high five and a pound. The ancestry, the history, where we come from. For everybody that's listening tonight, looking on, it's rough enough that we got these politicians that are pulling history books away from everything and doing all this. This is why, with my granddaughter, I try to give her as much history as I can. Stuff like this, I want you to watch, and so forth and so on. And there's a lot of people that don't, you don't want to watch this, but you do what I just did. Like when I watch these movies about the 60s and the 50s, about our ancestors and our uncles and aunts who was beaten and kicked and dogs thrown on them, and they talk about these certain cities, I do just what you just did. I Google and look it up. Let me look at that. Because they don't tell me what day I may be driving through there, and it's amazing. And it's funny because, my cousin Derek, he's down in Mississippi, but Hattiesburg, Mississippi wasn't always the nicest place, but it's all of us now. So, you got to kind of go back and follow that history. So when I see movies like this, and it was good because it wasn't that they made this young man a slave. That was what's so cool about it. He was a young kid. Yeah, he was in the tribe with the slavers. They were working every day, but he trusted a white man to get him out. That's what was amazing.
Yeah, and I think the relationship between let me make sure I get the so that's Tom Ellis who played Teach, Christopher Teach, and this was something that I thought was, you'll find out in the series that George Washington he is a talented drawer. And like he's able to look at something and then draw and be able to look at it and do that. And here's the thing. This was something that something about family, something about making sure that we're there for each other. Mm-hmm. So you had the white gentleman, the Wilds. You had Christopher Tisch, the mentor of young Walsh, and then you had the brother who was really mean. That was portrayed by actor. He did a really good job too. He's an English actor too, Julian Ryan Toot. So he plays Aramis, and he's the one that's, mean and going, put that over there. And he slaps, one of the slaves and like, yeah, whatever. And then the other brother.
I'm ready to jump through the TV on him on that one. Boy, I'm ready to jump on.
Yeah, I was ready to jump through the TV on him too. So he comes back. But the thing of it is that, Chris Patrick Simpson. He plays Philip Wilde. So young Walsh is, hoping for a family, because at this point, the only person that he has is Big Kit. I thought that was his mom, but that wasn't his mom. It was just someone that was just watching over him. He doesn't have. He doesn't. Yeah. What was that?
That wasn't his mom. Remember, he left home when he jumped in that daggone balloon. He left everything. Remember, he said,
no. But before he jumps into the balloon, but let me hurry up and make this point. So, here we go. This is Terrence. He says, I love the intelligence of Washington Black. I do too. But most of all, and it's a very interesting storyline. The great thing about the storyline is the sense of family. You'll be able to, that's a theme throughout all 8 episodes. And you see that's what George Washington he's wishing for that, to the point where he shows a drawing. I don't know if it's somewhere in episode either 3 or 4. He shows a drawing to one of the brothers, of all 3 of the brothers, and they're like, no, we we don't like each other. I don't like him. He don't like me. And at one point, the father, there's a storyline with the father. You hold on, because you'll be wanting to leave, but it's like, no, don't leave. I got into it. It was like almost like a cliffhanger at the end of every episode, especially after 2, because you were like, wait a minute, because they do a slow reveal of some things that happen later on in the storyline, and you kind of wonder why that happened. Well, that's why that happened. Oh, I thought it went like this. And so I love the slow reveal throughout and so the filmmakers could take their time with a limited series, because how thick is the book? The book is like 400 pages or something, Coach. So you get cut out when you do a 2-hour film on a thick novel, but for 8 episode limited run, you could possibly get everything in there. Possibly, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I thought they did a great job. Again, coming from a novel, I thought, again, that they would have possibly did a stage play, but stage play could have helped open up the book, and the book would have, been icing on the cake. But again, having not read the novel, but seeing this on film, this was a heck of a good job. I just really love the acting skills of the young man right there. He did a heck of a good job, and I just love the way they told a story that they showed him in present day form, but then they took it back to show exactly how they got, 3 years earlier, 8 years earlier, 6 years earlier, so you kind of got an opportunity to walk that trail, see how he was chased down by the slave masters, and one brother didn't care, one trying to kill him, one trying to throw him off the cliff. It was just amazing. And everything happened on a mistake. That's what kills me. This is 2025, and we are still getting arrested for mistakes. Mistaken
or getting accused of the mistake. And that's one of the things.
Guilty now. It used to be you innocent to proven guilty. Now you guilty and got to prove your innocence, and that's what happened to this young man.
Mm-hmm. And here's the other thing. Another beautiful side of this is kind of the romance, but then kind of that I need to be able to trust you. I need to be able to, something has been burdening me down. Can I trust you? I've changed my name, but can I trust you with my real name? Are you gonna sell me out? Are you gonna?
Well, you see, the one brother did sell him out. Try to get him killed.
And Coach, I was hoping you didn't say that, because we want people to watch the series that comes later in the episode. You could
hold on. Let me be like a DJ. Let me rewind that.
Rewind that back.
What?
No, but seriously, it becomes that question of who can I trust? Because there's remnants of the Underground Railroad, and I'm grateful that they flawed the white savior, the very beginning of it, but you hear about it.
Underground Railroad, yeah. So imagine, because the Underground Railroad, for those that don't know history, the Underground Railroad ended in Ohio. in Cincinnati, coming across Kentucky River. And again, I keep telling people, if you've never had an opportunity to go to Cincinnati, Ohio, please take a trip down. And there's the African American Museum right off by Three River Stadium, where the actual notches trades for the Underground Railroad ended, and the slaves came off of it in this beautiful valley. Because when you come out of this place, they pour they allow water to come on the floor, and you think they're like, where does water come from? And then in the movie, they show a quick movie at the end, and you walk out the back door, and when you open the back door of the theater, because they let you exit out the back, you're staring right into the Kentucky River, right across from Ohio, where the slaves entered, and they still wasn't free. They still had to get to Canada. But it's just amazing that this underground started in the UK. Crazy.
Yeah, and there were people that there had to have been people that were white, that were abolitionists, that were against it, because a lot of people say, well, every white person is a white devil or something, and it's like, no. There was people that were of English descent, of other descents, and they were like, no, this is wrong, and we're going to help. But sometimes they couldn't share what they were doing to help, because they would get either blackballed or their business would be taken away.
Do you know the telltale sign?
What's the telltale sign of that?
Do you I'm just asking you by any chance, if I was a slave on a run back then, okay, and I was waiting on Harriet Tubman and all the people to kind of help me get where I got to go, and I was on a run, and I ran to an abolitionist home or white home that was going to help. Do you know what was the telltale sign for the Black African that was on the run to let them know that they were in a safe house?
That would be some kind of smoke that comes out of the chimney, or some kind of other sign.
Nope, they got away from that because the white men who used to hunt them down knew about the smoke, so they didn't do it. So, have you ever seen these ceramic statues in front of these people's house, look like a butler, and they had a hand behind? They was painted either black or white.
Okay.
Those statues, when they were on the run back in the day, you look at the hand, and depending on what color the hand was, it let them know this was a safe house.
Oh, okay. I got you. That
was something that the white men didn't pick up, who the hunters, because you got to figure, we're talking about 1600 actually coming over from UK over here, then into the 17s. So you're talking about the early stages of the police department, right? Because they were police department actually was formed during this time, because they paid them to go hunt down their slaves to bring them back. So they were policing for the master. So to get away, that if you seen one of these butlers outside of the house, or like Val, if you have your down south relatives, they had these bird baths, and the bird baths were the same thing. If the top of the bird bath was painted with a black tip, they let you know it was a safe home. If they had a butler outside, ceramic with a glove painted in black, that was a safe home.
Wow. Okay. So, but here's the amazing thing about EC's book. It is not. I want to say she did research and she pulled a lot of things from reality, but it is a book of fiction, and so I didn't know that. But when I was doing the research on the actual book and how EC wrote this was kind of either her fourth or fifth book, but it won so many awards because of, I want to call it, the rich descriptions, kind of what happened with people. Barbados, there's a lot of people from different areas in the Caribbean and beyond that totally skipped America and came straight to Canada. And Nova Scotia is one of those places, along with, I'm interested in going to either Vancouver. I've been to Toronto. I've been there. I would like to go to Montreal, but Canada has always been that almost welcoming ground to slaves since the 16th century. And so for her to interweave a lot of historical facts into a fictional book like this, Wash It in Black, I have to say, guys, I say go ahead and please check out the film. I'm not the film. Please go ahead and check out the.
Let the kids watch it. They need some history like this.
Yeah, exactly. And someone else was saying that they person that was reviewing this series said this almost feels like if you're reading a book. It's a good summertime read book. That's the reason why I want to circle back and read EC's book and see like how did they flash back in the book, or was that strictly because keep in mind novels run different than films or limited TV series. This is a limited TV series that that is there. But Coach, I can't say thank you enough for recommending this series to check out. Washington Black. It is currently streaming. All 8 episodes are on Hulu and Disney Plus if you have both. So, but Coach, any other final thoughts?
Yeah, he's George Washington Black.
He's George Washington Black. That's him.
Wait, hold on. What's your name, boy? Black. Washington. You know a name like that. You ain't even
I'm
been
the black.
to
I'm the black version.
I'm the black version, George Washington. I'm hard to kill.
I'm the black version of George Washington Black.
Listen, speaking of the black version, I'm the black version of Coach Tony Tone on the Pull Up Podcast Show. Hit the doggone QR code and get at me on IG at the Pull Up Podcast Show. And make sure you pull up on me on Monday nights. Every Monday night, 8:00 p.m. That will be Central Time, 9 on the East Coast, 6 on the West, until they move their clocks backwards, 7 in the mountains. But get on me as we bring more and more good guests to you over the next few weeks. And by the way, we are going to have our sports dedication show, which would be the last Monday of August. I think Val and I said August 24th. I think it was, Val. So if you are interested in being on that show as a guest, talking sports, talking a little trash, then get at me on the DM, shout out me and let me know you're interested in doing it. We'll talk back and forth, and I have to check and make sure you're ready, because I can't just put anybody up on there.
And then also sponsored by KeySpot. Connect, share, and grow. Make sure if you have a small business that you do what you can to make sure that you go ahead and connect. I want to make sure that I see this coming up. Yes, I do. Okay. Next week, we have a special guest, filmmaker out of Detroit, Tamashian Jones. He's got some films in on Tubi. He's now getting into the directing situation, but he is an Emmy Award winning producer, and so he is now trying his hand at directing. We got a chance to meet virtually on Clubhouse, and I said, I'd love for you to be able to come on. I think he's been using his summer to shoot a documentary, but he has been helping out filmmakers in the Detroit metro area for a minute. And so Tamashian,
we need to get at him when we get up there then.
Exactly. Tamashian Jones is going to be our guest on next week. I'm really excited. He just agreed to be on, and I said, you know what? I'm announcing it tonight. So we'll send the information in the morning, but I'm excited that he's coming on. And so also A DJ Saved My Life. It's the book. It's available at purelightHousemedia.com. And it's also the memoir. Memoir.
Get it. And speaking of A DJ Saved My Life, if you need me to jump out, hit the road, get up, do any party for you, let me know what's up. So Coach Tony can bring them 1s and 2s so I can light your party up. Make it happen.
And then, of course, Interludes Extra Presents. Find your voice on patreon.com/interludes. Let me lean in. Come in close, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know it's free? It's free. What? You don't have to pay. It's free.
You mean I don't have to pay no money? It be free for me. I can get this at no money. I'd be needing a few copies. That's how I used to say back in the day.
I'm probably going to record what's happening here.
We having food now. Birthday
having
night.
fun.
What?
We're having a birthday party after the
Come on
show.
now.
So we want to make sure that you see it on patreon.com
Val, we'll be
/
having some Don Julio.
interludes.
Not Julio, but some
I
Julio.
will not be having Don Julio or none of my mans in them or any of those men's at all. Eyes for the Lord. Eyes for the Lord. That's what it is.
Goodness.
Yes, that's right. I am the church lady. I am okay with that. Yes, I am. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be your birthday at midnight. Oh my goodness.
Hey,
I'm
don't
happy
be calling me
with
no
you.
damn midnight. I'm gonna be sleeping. I'm trying to ring my phone.
I will be sleeping at midnight, so I will not be making a phone
Nah, I
call.
got some crazy on. I know my boy is gonna be texting me. Brr, brr, what's up, boo? What's up, dog? Happy birthday to you, man.
So Mr. Springer is telling you enjoy that birthday, and all of that. And of course, we're letting everybody know it is. We're gonna send you some birthday love via Cash App because we love you.
I
That's how
appreciate
that
it.
goes.
Okay, Spring, we're
Of
gonna
course.
talk, man, because I won't see you the rest of the week. Happy birthday to you, Coach Jay. I talk. We'll have another show before your birthday pop up, so it's good. And we appreciate you guys, man, and thank you for checking in tonight on Interludes Talk on Tuesday. Of course, with my sidekick. Well, I'm the sidekick tonight, Coach Tony, in the main attraction, Val the Voice Johnson, right there. So I appreciate you guys. Make sure you do a couple of things that she told you earlier. Share the show, like the show, more importantly, subscribe, and tune in next week, Monday, 8 p.m. Don't meet me, but beat me to the pull-up.
Oh, yeah, that's right. For the Pull Up Podcast Show. That's every Monday at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. And of course, we are wrapping up our 3rd season. I can't believe it, Coach.
Hey, I'm running. Hey, I'm running patterns right now, like the Bears.
So we're excited about it all. But of course, what we'd like to say to you as we wrap up, get your fingers ready, Coach. It's a peace. Peace.